maybe kinda, and then
he's impressed.
picks him up, and one guy picks up the other guy and slams him through the table. I mean, and they're full Zubaz pants, jerseys, face painted, blue and red Bills colored wig on, slamming a sad Bears fan through a table. Now, because he sent this and extended this invitation to me to join the Bills Mafia, because I'm on the fence about the Browns. What shoelaces? I don't pronounce GIF wrong. You pronounce it wrong, buddy.
I say GIF too.
You're saying GIF.
I'm not mad at it.
GIF, you're wrong, pal.
I say GIF all the time, and he tells me it's GIF, but I say it's GIF.
I say GIF. Either way, let us not get off track here.
Ooh. My bad, boss.
Phil wants to be a Buffalo correspondent. Now, the rules for being a correspondent are that you have to usually send in some sort of credentials to be a correspondent. You got to show me what you're doing, what you got, what you got at the dispensary.
Yeah, we don't necessarily want to call it the evidence, but hey.
Yeah, show what you're doing. You know what it means. If you're, that's the kind of the whole point of it. So we'd like to show you on the map. We want to show what you're up to. Like the hoodie in Louisville, he showed off his plants he's growing. He didn't want to show himself toking, so he showed off some plants that he's growing. So my question is, I say yes, he should just be in just because he gave me the invitation to the Mafia. And obviously, if he wants to be a correspondent, it means he probably burns.
What, this is invite for invite?
But with that, almost, I'm kind of like, why not? I feel like I should, he was kind enough to extend that invitation to me. Why not just let him in? Everybody in that tailgate is getting lit. They're burning down before, while they're there, and afterwards.
But you're not allowing all the criteria. See, the criteria for you and Bills Mafia require that you receive an invite. You got that. Yeah. The criteria to be a correspondent is you got to send that photo.
It's an open invite, though. There's criteria to be able to join the club. It's an open invite to anybody who wants to join the club and become a correspondent.
Yeah, that's part of our rules, right?
There are criteria within that invitation for me to ultimately decide whether you should represent.
Did you meet that? This GIF don't count.
I tell you what,
because this GIF ultimately disqualifies him. The idea that he
needs a photo on the map.
No, he needs a photo on the map, but if he's trying to use this GIF as qualification for being a correspondent, that don't match up, and it definitely doesn't match up to my values, to my principles of you being allowed to be in Bill's Mafia.
Maybe we ought to go to one of the correspondents and see what they have to say. Mikey, what say you? You're on another dumb show. Mikey?
Yeah.
What's up? What do you think? Should he...
Dude, no, he can't just jump the line because he gave you an invite to the Bills Mafia.
Exactly.
Thank you. What if it's the kind of guy that smokes weed with you and the whole time he looks at you and goes, "Are you high yet? Are you high yet?"
We don't know nothing about the weed smoking Phil here.
What if he gets every blunt wet that he smokes and he can't roll? And oh my God, dude, what if he uses a lighter rung? There's all kinds of things.
Okay, so you're worried he's he'll be a poor correspondent to represent. Why do you care? You're not from Buffalo. What do you care? You worry about the correspondents looking bad.
Yes, absolutely. I set the bar for correspondence.
And that's also true. State representation.
That's a high bar.
Too.
That's a very, very, very high bar
hey,
when it comes
to
Mikey.
Careful with the puns, Larry. You'll get excited.
It's still state representation too. It is in state. They share in a state here. He should have a say.
Well,
and if Mikey say no,
I would love to hear from Phil. I would love if Phil 844.
Hey, I tell you what, Mikey doesn't. But if you send in some evidence,
I would love to hear.
Let's see what you're smoking. Let's see your glass.
Okay, 844 hit Tom 844-448-3862. Thank you for ruling on that, Mikey. Okay, so what do you guys think? Maybe we'll leave it up for debate. People want to call in, let me know. They can let me know. If they don't give a shit, then whatever. But I think. I'm leaning 99% towards a yes. Unless
just because you got an invite.
I tell you what, unless there's another person from Buffalo that comes along, from Buffalo who has a better
application,
something. Oh boy, guys. Well, I think we actually have a very quick. We got a very quick listener here, guys. We got a guy. Can you see my screen over here, my friend?
Oh, I can't. Do you want me to go to it now?
You're gonna have to. Phil.
Whoa.
Phil, I am quickly emailed in. He must not be able to get in on the phones, but he has quick access to the email, and he was able to send quickly some evidence and proof. Now that actually might actually knock him down a few pegs.
Why?
I mean,
why is that?
Because usually stoners we're a little slow, a little behind on everything. This guy was quick, so maybe he's actually going to be a great cannabis-spondent. He's a stoner and he's on his shit. He cares that much
about being cannabis-spondent that he said, "I need to fulfill my duties," and he knew what he needed to do.
I kind of agree with what you're stating, though. The fact that he may not actually be the smoker we think he is. That may be somebody else's jar. He was very active.
We can't do that because we didn't say you don't have to prove that you're smoking it yourself. I don't wouldn't want anybody to incriminate themselves. Who am I to do that? But no, I think Phil, I am after that.
Fine. And photo. Let me see that photo again.
I think that counts.
Let me see that photo again.
Okay, there it is. I can zoom in. I mean, it looks like some decent nugs too. Got some color in there and stuff like that. So,
that's a Firelands jar.
Okay. Oh, that's
like
that's
that
one
jar.
of the Is that Firelands? How are you able to tell?
Oh, those jars are totally recognized.
Very specific.
Very
You can
specific.
tell he's got either a cat or a dog or something too. Some hairs there. So,
see dog hairs.
I'm going to go ahead and make a ruling. Phil, I am officially our Buffalo Cannabis-spondent. We will add you to the map. Thank you. We appreciate it. I did see another email pop in real quick. It's from Randy. He said, I'd like another Dumb Show logo, black with long sleeves and a crew neck sweatshirt as well. Jeez, wow. Okay, well, that's
a lot. That's black with long sleeves?
Midsummer, he's already thinking ahead for the winter. I like Randy. That's a smart guy. Okay, good for him. Okay. So we're off to a good start. Now, I did mention the Bills Mafia and the tailgating and the football and all that shit. That's where tailgating happens at football games. Yesterday, I brought up something that I forgot. I got squirrel moment. That should be a fucking shirt. Hashtag squirrel. Hashtag squirrel moment or something.
You might have kind of those.
I'm always off track.
Previously on another Dumb Show.
So yes, you guys, I had mentioned a while back while I was on Rover's Morning Glory. I think it was last summer, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I was at one of my son's baseball games, and I got a phone call from my sister, and my dad had been on a trip across the country on his motorcycle, riding from in Ohio to, I can't remember where he was going, somewhere in North Dakota or something like that, by Yellowstone or something. He loves riding up there in Wyoming, Montana, I think is where it was. So he's riding, goes to change lanes. He looks back to over to his right to make sure it's clear. When he looks back in front of him, all the traffic in front of him stops. There was an accident that he couldn't see up ahead of him. And he changed lanes, and there were just wham! He hit the back of a pickup truck going 65 miles an hour on his motorcycle.
I thought it was a tractor trailer. It was a pickup truck?
It was a pickup truck.
Okay.
I mixed that up at first because my sister, I think that's what she told me.
When I first heard, I thought it was a semi, like the back of that shit.
No, it was thank God it was not a semi. He'd be dead if it was a semi. He hit a pickup truck, and because he knows how to ride his bike, we went to turn, he just locked it up just enough to where I guess he was able to try to brace himself on his things when he hit it. Mm-hmm. So he hit the back of the pickup, flew like over the truck, and then went 20 feet past into the berm on the other side. It's really weird where he ended up. I don't even know how.
So how awesome would it be if he just went into the bed of the pickup truck? Oh,
well,
I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's like out of a movie, right?
You just flop into it, right into the truck.
So he said when he hit, it was like he described it as the loudest noise you'd ever heard. It was just that was the thing that stands out to him when he tells the story. It's so loud. It was just so loud.
Yeah.
So he hit that, and then thinking, oh shit, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So he woke up on the pavement. Just boiling because it was hot blacktop with blood all over the place because he was bleeding.
Does he know how long he was on the pavement?
Not too long, I don't think, because there was another accident literally 5 cars up They just literally came back to him. The cops were there by the time, so by the time it happened, he was on the ground out, and then, however long it took for them to get up to him, not too long, I don't think. So he ended up on the blacktop. Long story short, broken pelvis, broken wrists. That's, I think not it, but like broke his pelvis in 2 spots, piece of his vertebrae, but no like major internal injuries. Kind of like Darla when she got hit by the car. All kind of superficial.
Damn, everybody just getting hit by cars.
stuff.
God, I gotta leave. I don't want everybody just getting hit by cars around you.
Yeah, that's 2. We're near the 3rd. Yikes. So now he went to rehab. He got back home, and now he literally was just in the hospital on Memorial Day weekend again because this guy, he kills me. My mom just got a big, huge promotion where she works. My mom, my dad, and my stepmom. I just call her my mom. So my mom got this big ass promotion to work. So my dad doesn't have to work.
Oh, nice! Wow, like that.
Now he does though. He does it anyway, and he works at like a dry cleaner. And his big job that he has at the dry cleaner, in addition to paying for the stuff and taking the money and handing them their clothes, is he has to put those little foam things on the hangers. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, to prevent the little line, right?
No.
It prevents the line when it hangs on.
Oh, is that why that's on there?
Yeah.
I thought it was to not, if the clothes are a little wet, it doesn't get rust from the thing. I thought that's why that was there. But that actually...
It's the imprint. Yeah,
that makes a lot more sense now. So, thanks, Larry. I'm glad you got you around here. Fix the dipshit. So he is doing that. And in doing that, he's doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these during the day.
That's not machined by now?
You'd think.
Damn.
You'd think you just buy those pre-done, but apparently it must cost more, so you just do it yourself.
Stop buying wire hangers. Who the fuck still has wire hangers?
Dry cleaners.
Why?
Well, what are you going to put them in those big clunky plastic ones and run them through the heat thing?
I'm pretty sure there's a material that can go through that by now. That doesn't have to be wire. Anyway, I'm sorry. Get back.
Either way, he's getting pain in his wrists because he broke his wrists, and he's doing this stupid, tedious hand work. So what he's been doing is the doctor said when your wrists hurt, just take 2 ibuprofen every morning.
That don't sound like...
He doesn't. So he wakes up and he doesn't eat breakfast and then just pops 2 ibuprofen.
Wow.
So he gave himself... so he ended up in the hospital on Memorial Day weekend because he was experiencing blurry vision and he was starting to pass out. And they found blood in his stool. So they do a CAT scan and the thing that down your throat, and they find out that he's got ulcers.
Ulcer. Yep. That's
from
what I was
the
gonna say.
ibuprofen.
I was going to say ulcer. That's what happens when you don't eat.
But so he's bleeding that much though.
Eats the lining of your stomach.
But how big are these ulcers that you're bleeding that much that you're blurry vision and you're anemic and you're passing out and you have low blood pressure? I mean, Jesus. So apparently they just staple them shut while you're in there. And then from there, they let him out, and now he's out, and he's right back to working at the dry cleaners after he told me he was going to quit. So I don't know what to do about him. He's driving me crazy with that. I keep telling him that he's supposed to quit that, but that's the update to him. He's a stubborn old guy that won't change his ways and ended up putting himself in the hospital because he's doing a job that he no longer needs to do.
I bring him a bowl of oatmeal every morning, so he can take his ibuprofen.
Well, it's nice. I am. He's so nice. He when I was telling him everything about you and I and working here, he has he got a settlement after his motorcycle because he's for the insurance covering the wreck. He did not get a new bike, and instead he wants to help us out somehow. So he said he wants to put in on another dumb show to help us be successful. My man. So that's the update on the old man. Hopefully he'll be getting better soon. That's maybe we'll do a little. Maybe you hit that sound.
No,
I'll do this.
You need to do a tab sound. That's like a. Like that.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, yeah,
That's actually not a bad idea.
Send
at
me
all.
all your sound
Well, let's do it for
suggestions.
today. We'll do it for today.
Hold
Ready?
on, wait. I don't have it.
3, 2, 1. Second hour, always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. Not bad. It wasn't bad. It was all right. Cheers to everybody here. Cheers. To you guys. It's another dumb Hello. Welcome to Another Dumb Show. What's happening? I'm Another Dumb Show host. Welcome to issue number 37?
36.
36. Very close. Very close. Appreciate you guys joining us today. Dan's here again, sitting in for Larry. What's up, Dan?
Going? Hey.
How are you? Appreciate it. Larry is still in Ecuador on a trip with his wife. Allie is here today. What's up, Allie?
Hey,
How are you?
I'm great.
Good. And sitting in on the couch over there. I don't think we've really named that thing yet. It's really a futon, not a couch. But what's up, Campy? Matt Campy's here.
Yo.
How are you, my dude?
Okay, so I can't hear myself. I can hear all you guys, but I can't hear myself. It's not the end of the world.
Classic futon fiasco.
Yeah,
I don't understand why that would be.
it's
happening.
okay. No worries. I can hear everything just fine. You can leave it.
No,
It's
not-
actually more comforting on my ears,
fine.
honestly. Yeah.
Fine. Just talk louder.
Roll with it.
How about that? Better?
Perfect.
All right, good. Campy's here. And all of you are here. Welcome to you. Big shout out to the League of Dummies. That's our chat community on the YouTube page. I want to give all of them a big shout out. Thank you guys for being here today. I believe, speaking of the League of Dummies in the chat, I think one Matt Campy was first in chat today.
I think so, dude. Yeah, but you know what? I don't know if it counts because
Does that count?
Yeah, I had some inside information on
That's
when the show was going live, so I don't feel like it counts. So-
Right. That's
I
like
have
when
inside information every day, and I'm like 5th, 6th. This guy's got great internet.
It's
I
like
don't know.
on the radio shows, they always say, you can't win. You got to you can't know anybody. You can't know family members, that kind of stuff. When you win prizes, that kind of stuff. So you knew when we were starting.
That's
So
what I
you
mean.
cheater.
Yeah, it doesn't count. So
cheater,
whoever was
pumpkin eater.
second, whoever was second in the chant was technically first.
All right. So Chris Morrow, it looks like. Oh wait, I'm on top, not live. Hold on.
It was Chris. I
Was
think
it
it
Chris?
was.
All
Yeah,
right.
Chris Morrow.
Get up for Chris. What's up, man? Larry's in there going hard on everybody with why the show starts on time and things like that. I just.
What'd you do?
I just read his comment. Somebody's sweating. People were giving us a heart, and thank you. I know we probably have some new viewers today because I caught up on about 200 Instagram direct messages
A
that
little
I
behind.
found, literally from last year. I'm still working my way
What?
through last year. I am horribly embarrassed. So if I've sent you a message and you just got it, I apologize. And if you're just now checking in, thank you. I appreciate it. So, but Larry, so if you are new to the show, Larry is my co-host here. He's currently in Ecuador, but I'm seeing somebody was questioning why we start the show. We say we go 5 to 7, but we don't, a lot of times we don't start right at 5. That's called SST, Sean Street Time. So they're giving Larry a hard time in the chat about it, and Larry comes real hard back with, I've explained it, and regarding why show doesn't start on time, really? Why do people feel we are stuck in, quote, over the air, unquote, broadcasting time slots? This is not a network or PPV, pay-per-view. Yeah, pay-per-views never start on time. They tell you a certain
Right.
time. That never happens. So just consider us like a boxing match or a concert. You know what I mean? The doors open at 5, and when the act decides to go live and walk on the stage, that's what you got, guys. So I would say that's a little bit more of a apt description as to why we don't start on time.
You also probably get a better result that way. Also, like we're not starting late just because.
Yeah, no, there's always a reason. Well, the lateness is in part because I did get bogged down with all those Instagram messages before we came here. So I ended up getting here late, which did cause me to be behind on everything else. So it is, again, it's SST. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. But again, Don't feel left out if you're listening to the podcast. The League of Dummies, they're in the chat there on our YouTube channel. And if you're in the chat, if you've been sending comments, and if I don't see them, don't feel bad. There's a lot in there. Larry's just big, long, and you just let me have it right there. That was hard to miss that. But you can always super fan comment in there, and I'll definitely see those, and we always read those. So please go ahead and do that. If you haven't liked today's show yet, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. And quit playing with the dingy. Hit the thingy so you know when we are live. I do read your tweets from time to time. Do you have one in there from Ryan, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
You have that one there? All right. This came in the other day. This is from Ryan. And if you want to tweet into the show, it's just at Another Dumb Show. And I usually tweet the show, the live link to the show. But I'll be honest with you. Brain's not firing on all cylinders today. I don't know if I got brain fog or what. But anyway, Ryan tweets, please don't, at Another Dumb Show, please don't ever let Allie or whatever her name is on your show again. Her talking about guns made me want to shoot myself to stop hearing her dumbassery of an opinion. Well, I would not recommend doing that. You can just, just either ignore her or whatever. But yeah, certainly don't do that. But yeah, so that's his tweet. I don't know why people are on you so hard, but boy, you really pissed people off, Allie. I mean, I tell you what, that store owner thing the other day really let people have, really pissed people off.
It made me an easy target.
Yeah, I guess, but it was just, people really went nuts.
Well, it's really easy to not think for yourself and have an opinion on guns in this country that follows the norm. So
don't get them all riled up. Let's not get them all riled up
opinion.
Again. Let's not get them all riled up again. Now, I want to catch everybody up on something I found very odd. Amanda, who does the Putrid Planners, our fan, one of the League of Dummies, and she
big fan of Amanda.
Yeah, she takes the baby dolls and she chops them up and turns them into Putrid Planners. Very scary. I know. I'm surprised, Campy, you haven't bought one of those. You're a big spoopy. What do you got? Spooky guy. What do you got? You always got a horror T-shirt on. What do you got? Killer clowns from outer space today.
Yeah,
nice.
That's what we're rocking.
It was Halloween the other day. I did see the Spirit Halloween store just opened up down the street from here at us at One Life to Play.
It's open already.
Well, they've got the signs up. I don't know if the doors are open, but all the signs are up. They're ready to do it right down the street. So
usually they'll hang a banner up like 2 months before they open, just so everybody knows, like, hey, spoopy season's coming. Oh, by the way, it's spooky. You said spoopy.
No,
but
I know
like,
spooky. I know. I got it. I got a fat tongue.
But spoopy's totally acceptable. You could call it spoopy season as well. Yeah.
Is that a thing? Oh, no. No, I just got a fat tongue, guys. I'm sorry. So Amanda emailed in. She said, "Good afternoon, guys. I just collected 33 more dolls from a rather questionable area in town. I'm not going to say where in town. I'm going to just say a very questionable area that makes me very uncomfortable. Anyways, this woman had a room stacked full of toys. I bought every single day that she had. I think she meant to say I bought every doll that she had. And I told her, if in the future you find any more dolls, please let me know and I will buy more. So attached to the picture of the room of toys, there was literally pathways to walk in this place. That's it. It was my first hoarder experience. Do you know what I'll be doing tonight? Cutting heads off baby dolls." So this was, so she was invited and she sent me the DM and I lost it, but she actually sent the DM that the woman said, on how to yeah, come to my house. I'm never there, but yeah, come on and I'll meet you there and I'll open up the door. It was just a very sketchy situation from the get-go to be DMing people like this.
Gives you real kidnap taken vibes.
Right. Yeah, it was weird. And Mikey, superfan donation, just officially got himself not answering on the phones today with this comment. Matt Campy with the heroin today. Step your game up, dumb. Love you all. Well, you just got yourself not picked up today. I'm just kidding. So she sent this picture of this room. Film Trigger, superfan donation as well, showing some love to Allie. Think she's great. Fits the show perfectly. I agree. Cheers. Another superfan donation. Jeez, from Allie Ann. Love you, Allie. Wow. Okay, so people are fighting back against the vitriol that you've been facing. Now, back to Amanda's email. She goes to this sketchy house and they say, "We've got some dolls for you. We'll let you in." And somebody will be there to let you in. They let her in.
Perfectly reasonable.
Now, when she walks in, can you imagine when you open the door and you see this? Show this, Dan.
Nope.
Not Allie. I'm just obsessed with this.
The people do not want to see more of me.
There it is. Okay, so.
Oh
Oh, that's a whole room.
Now, when she said a pathway into this person's house, I thought she was exaggerating. She was not exaggerating.
There's no elbow room.
No, you there. If you're listening to the podcast, just picture like a room in an apartment. You're facing in the doorway and on, towards the corner of the room, and both sides of the room are completely filled with stuffed animals and dolls and other random toys from the middle of the room to the other top corners of the wall.
Like door to windows, ceiling to floor. It's like you're in the valley of a mountain range made of lost toys.
Yes, this is the island of misfit toys inside of a room just filled, and there's a pathway to walk through. So just absolutely a hoarder house, no doubt about it, right? Or somebody just collects toys and they're just throwing them all in there.
Hoarders are usually, it's like your life piles up around you. This is specific. Like,
it is very specific.
Collection?
It's like a collection of toys. Yeah, like I see. Well,
that's what hoarders call it, a collection. Right?
Sometimes though, they will have very specific things that they hoard in certain areas. Like I've seen newspapers get piled in one area, like ramen noodle cups get piled in another area. Rally's cups get hung on the wall. All that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I actually have a little bit of experience with this. My mom is a borderline hoarder. She's not quite there yet. At one point. Where she lives, her apartment got so bad that the management of the apartment came and said, "Hey, this is so disgusting. We're going to kick you out of here if you don't get this place cleaned up." And now it's not like I'm some horrible son who didn't offer to help, because I will literally go over there just to try to get in there to help clean. She will not open the door and let me in. She cracks it a little bit and says, "Hey, Sonny, what are you doing here?" And I go, "I'm here to get your house in order." And she says, "Oh, no, you can't come in my house." I said, "What?" She said, no, you can't come in my house," and closes the door and doesn't let me in. And then calls me and tells me that her house is too dirty and too embarrassing to let me in to see it.
My ex's parents were the same way, because they owned so much shit that they literally didn't want people walking in their house. They didn't want my ex walking in the house because they knew that she would get on their case about you need to organize this, you need to clean this.
They're starting to get to hoarder level,
exactly,
and they want to become hoarders, and they're saying, "Stay out, let us live the hoarder life."
Well, they do a lot of buy, sell, trading.
Okay.
And so I feel like if you live that type of lifestyle, it's acceptable to have a lot of shit in your house. Mm-hmm. It's okay to be a hoarder if you have all your shit in a storefront. You're really technically only a hoarder when everything that you own is within your home.
Yeah, you live with that stuff.
Exactly.
No, okay. Now I have to remember. I can't remember. I wish Amanda would call in. I don't know if she's listening or not. Amanda, call in. Don't be nervous. I'm not going to yell at you. I promise.
Yeah, Amanda's in the chat.
Yeah, I see. Call 844 hit 844-448-3862. If you don't have that saved in your phone yet, what are you doing? By the way, it's so easy to call. Don't be afraid to call. Nobody's going to bite your head off. All we do is pick up the phone. We put you on hold for a second until I get to you. And then I say, "Hi, you're on Another Dumb Show." And then you tell me your story. Pretty simple. Nothing to be nervous about. Right, Allie?
Right.
You hang out with me all the time. I don't bite your head off ever.
No.
Just Larry's. Anyway, so Amanda's business is going well despite the going. I'm glad she didn't end up with her head cut off. And she's actually just cutting off baby doll heads at this point. So, I didn't show her haul. Here's her haul of baby dolls that she got. They already have the stomachs cut out of these. So, perfect. She's ready to gut those. Nice. Okay.
Beheaded, be-legged.
All right, Dan, here we go. Back. This is where we can do the dance. Okay, now we're going to go to the next one. And then back of the car.
Boom.
Look at that.
Nice.
I like how on some of them she cut out the stomachs, so she could probably fit another baby in there. That's what
I'm wondering. You put a baby's head in that baby's stomach, like it's Alien birthing it, like the movie Alien or whatever.
Baby dollception, right?
Yes, exactly.
Is that a fucking Dora the Explorer in there? I think I seen a Dora the Explorer in there.
Yeah, right in the middle it looks like. Yeah, that is Dora. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know enough Spanish to make a good Spanish joke there. So sorry. Hi, you're on Another Dumb Show.
Hey, Dom, it's Amanda.
Yes. Hey, what's up?
Hey, nothing. Just a little nervous to talk to you.
Oh, don't be nervous. You've met me in person before. You helped me look for my S Pen when I dropped it. You know that I'm a nice person. So, Amanda, what was your first instant? When you opened the door to this apartment where this hoarding is happening, what is your first Is the apartment the whole thing like this? Just one room?
No, it's the entire thing. I walk in and well, not only that, it was like one of those super old apartments where you just have to go up a million flights, and there was stuff everywhere just to even get to the apartment. I'm like, oh my Lord, this is a lot of stuff. And she's like, well, I own the building and I don't live here. And I'm like, okay, so you just collect people's stuff? And she's like, well, yeah, when they get kicked out or evicted, I just take it and I just leave it in this building.
Makes sense.
And when I got in there, there was like, she had it organized, which is really strange. Like there was like Halloween sections and there was like Christmas sections. And then there was a whole, I don't know, island of just pillows. Like every pillow you could imagine, they were just stacked to the ceiling. And it was literally pathways.
That makes sense then. Like it's like you were saying, Campy, they're living that flip. She's living that flip life. She's taking all the stuff that she's just, not stealing. When people leave there, when they get evicted or whatever, or they move out and leave stuff, she's just taking that stuff, organizing it, and selling it. That's genius. Good for her.
Do you call that organized? I mean,
well, it's all toys. You said it yourself. It's very specific. It's all dolls and toys. So yes, and then if she's got a
toy room,
Halloween room, and then a Christmas room, that's actually good for her.
If she has it organized by room,
when she said it though.
Go ahead. Sorry, man.
Well, no, it's not by room. It's just like by sections in the living room. Like you're like, oh, this is this section, this. But I mean, the pathways, like you see it in the picture, they're like so small. And I'm like walking and things are falling on me. I'm like, oh my God. And she's like 80 years old.
Did it stink?
And I'm like, oh yeah. Well, there's no air conditioning and it's closed up and it smelled,
musty but like no rats and like not that like the show on the Hoarders with like rat feces everywhere and like the toilet full of poop and stuff like that.
I did not see any of that, thank God, because I wouldn't have bought any of those. I would have been like, no thanks. I mean, I was afraid to tell her what I was going to do with them because some people are going to be like, I don't want to sell you these if you're going to cut them and ruin them.
That was smart.
But she was like, okay, honey, yeah. Well, I finally told her. She's like, that's a good idea. If I get more dolls, I'll give you more of them.
It really is. I'm very proud of you. Good for you for doing that.
You got a supply chain now.
She's smart.
I'm a business owner now.
Getting them chipped.
I need to get some stickers and I need a banner. I need to do all of this.
There you go. Well, I mean, it's easy. I'll put you in touch. Email me. I'll put you in touch with our decal guy that wants to do our decals.
Oh, good. So, thank you.
Yeah. So I already have your email, so I'll send you his. So you guys can figure something out from there. Getting the League of Dummies together. I like it. So, well, Amanda,
I owe you a drink. Like I owe you a drink because this is seriously. I know I've emailed so many times. I'm like, oh yeah, but like seriously, you just gave me this extra push. Just fucking do it.
I owe you a drink for supporting another dumb show. Don't worry about it. I'm glad that I inspired you, but if anything, I owe you a drink. So thank you for calling in particular. I really appreciate it. Hey, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, Amanda, have a good one. Adios. So look at that. Another dumb show inspiring putrid planners and success amongst the League of Dummies. It's probably because they see how insightful I am. Did you guys notice what's been going on in the news regarding Aaron Rodgers?
Other than his sick ass fucking Zodiac crystal tattoo or whatever the hell he got.
Look at this guy. So I'm glad you brought that up. Dan, if you want to cut to this, actually, I have a picture of it over here. And if you guys remember, when we were first talking about this, I don't know, when he got this tattoo, I said, this guy trips. This guy is doing ayahuasca. That's why he has the third eye. He has been enlightened. And he's opened his pineal gland with the use of ayahuasca and DMT. And now the news story came out, I believe, last night or today, or he was on his podcast today of this dude talking about how he took ayahuasca and it changed his life.
Wow.
Yeah. I did call it, didn't I? How about that? So here's him talking about it on this, I can't remember, Marcus Abrams. Aubrey Marcus's podcast. So wait, we'll stick it out till 7, then go watch that guy's show. But here's a clip from it. It's Aaron Rodgers on his podcast talking about his experience with DMT or his ayahuasca plant experience and how it affected him. And
you kind of have to say you took ayahuasca because if people say they've done DMT, it affects you greatly different. I mean, DMT is in ayahuasca, but if you take it the method isolated, it doesn't affect you the same way. The
method of delivery and how you take DMT very much matters in your experience with it. And I think in the documentary I had watched about it years ago, that I think Joe Rogan did, he talked about how there was all these people shooting up. There was this a whole test where people were getting, I think, IV drip basically of DMT. And that's what made me want to try it. Where these
where
are
they
the
were in the
people saying
hospital, like, doing
1,000
it.
years of information in 15 minutes. This is what I was so drawn to when I saw all this.
That kind of looked terrifying though, like a little clinical to be doing it in a big
So you're like
white
B1.
room.
Well, we'll come back to that because I actually watched a little something about that. But you're right as far as how you take ayahuasca, whether you take the tea or you take it with, you get the, you smoke it. Because some people do the dust, and there's lots of different ways that people do it for different reasons. And obviously, he seems to have done it in a ritual, medicinal ritual. I don't know where he went to go do it. I think he had to go to Peru to do it.
Yeah, I think that's where, I think that's where you go to do it.
Yeah, that's where the actual religion. There's an actual religion, I believe, that where you can take this, like peyote. The Native Americans are allowed to use peyote as a religious thing. This tribe down in Peru, or not tribe, I don't know, whatever, people in Peru or take ayahuasca as part of their medicinal religious ceremonies. So here's Aaron Rodgers on this dude's podcast talking about his experience with it and how what I think part of what led him to do it and how he where he went from it. Oh, Mikey's calling. I told you not to answer your call.
To me, one of the core tenets of your mental health is that self-love. And that's what ayahuasca did for me, was help me see how to unconditionally love myself. And it's only in that unconditional self-love that then I'm able to truly be able to unconditionally love others. Mm-hmm. And what better way to work on, for me, in my own, this is my own belief, but what better way to work on my mental health than to have an experience like that? I mean, the greatest gift I can give my teammates, in my opinion, is to be able to show up and to be someone who can model unconditional love to them. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's important I play well and show up and lead and all that stuff, but they won't care about what you say until they know how much you care.
Everybody reads a lot more than the language that we speak. That's the biggest gift we can give. It's what we hold and what we carry. And I think the moment that you say, I love myself because, you're fucked. As soon as you say because, then you're always measuring that because on a scale with everybody else's because.
All right. Very metaphysical and deep stuff there
Very deep.
They're trying to lay on us. But I think that's what happens with that DMT. It's all peace and love and kind of learning about yourself. And I guess
It's supposed to be transcendent, like really bring you kind of inner peace with the world. A lot of people take it to cure their extreme depression and
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I just watched, I said one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this a little bit was because I watched last night. Apparently I was in a Netflix mode last night and I watched two very interesting shows.
Netflix and chill.
No, can't do that right now. We'll eventually get to that, but can't do that right now. But I was just watching stuff. I watched this show about hallucinogenics and mushrooms. What was it called?
Is it that fungi one or the?
It's like an author wrote it. It's like How to Change Your Mind or something like that. I think it's what it's called. Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
Anyway,
along those lines.
So it's a few different episodes. One's about acid. One's about mushrooms. One's about mescaline, and one's about MDMA. And I was hoping they would do one about DMT, and then they never got to it. So I was a little disappointed about that. I was hoping they were going to do that, but the whole show was about how psychedelics are going to be used now for, or their aim is to move psychedelics back into a space where they're going to be used in pharmacology to, just like you said, help treat depression, help people get over PTSD, things like that. So I find it very interesting to see, and I always said, I told you, I think Aaron Rodgers, he's got that conflict within him where he's got the two lions in that tattoo facing each other. So he's got they got to be the warrior, and then they got to be this passive guy. He's got this constant conflict inside of him. And I think he didn't really know himself. And I think that DMT is one of the things that can help kind of lead you to knowing yourself. And I think that's what loving yourself kind of really means, is knowing yourself. And I kind of related back to what you talked about the other day, Allie, when you were the thing with the gun and the owner of the shop, and I'm not rehashing all that. But at one point you had said that the owner's life, that guy should put the other person's life ahead of his. And I wondered, do you need some DMT, Allie? Do you think that you need
Well, I
to
think
have?
you're putting words in my
No,
mouth.
you didn't. No, I did not. You had said at one point. I don't think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I heard wrong.
I think you heard wrong. I think I was just generally saying that bringing a gun out is equaling a big problem because you're inciting an excuse to shoot you where they might have just been intimidating.
Well, I think we got
to before, but
we got to a point where we said like they're face to face though. I thought you had said that you were kind of a little bit more like, well.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't need to try DMT because I've done it before.
Oh, you really have? I didn't know that.
Very. Yeah, I have actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was in a really. I did it like for why most people do. I was in a really dark place, and we had a friend who knew a guy who was going to school for chemistry, so he derived some himself.
For real?
Yeah, like kind of pure. So I didn't do ayahuasca. I kind of wish I could afford to go on some great vacation to go try it authentically in the way you're supposed to and really like honor the experience.
Yeah.
But I kind of microdosed some and smoked it.
Yeah.
And
the crack your head open?
I've never tried to kill myself again after that.
Oh, wait, you tried to kill yourself?
A few times in my life, yeah. I've been really depressed.
Holy shit. I'm so confused.
For a long time.
I thought you were, wait a minute. Now I'm very confused. The way you made it sound was that while you were on DMT, you tried to kill yourself.
No,
You're saying
no.
you cured the desire to kill yourself.
I was open to the concept of trying this because I was in such a dark place.
Wow, I honestly did not have any idea this is what you were about to say to me. I truly was just, it actually is kind of, I guess maybe it was because I swear you said at one point when we were talking the other day that you value other people's lives more than your own.
I just really respect human life. Yeah, I don't want to be responsible in any capacity for taking someone's life. Like I try to drive somewhat responsibly. I try to take precautions.
Sure. Nobody wants to do that, but
yeah,
okay.
I feel very
maybe I misunderstood
empathetic for other people.
Okay, so, but what made me wonder was like, boy, that was a dark thing and kind of scary thing to say.
Yeah.
And oh gosh, wow. There's a lot to unpack in that last sentence that she sent to me. Okay. So you took, I don't know where to start now. Okay, so you've taken DMT because you were in a dark place.
Yeah. Was
it in relationship to the candle guy or totally different?
This was pretty college related, just life stressors, life getting way ahead of me.
Okay. I feel like we're picking on you. I really did want to dive into a bunch of dark stuff.
Mental health is an important thing.
No, you're right. It is.
Somebody should talk about it.
It is. You're absolutely right. That's a good point. I was because I was one of those I struggle with it sometimes. Today was one of those days where I woke up and just was. I don't know if it's because I watched the Woodstock '99 documentary last night, so I was ready to break stuff. I don't know. But I was ready to go this morning for whatever reason. Just one of those mornings where old dumb was feeling like a freight train, basically.
Sometimes you got to treat yourself. Take a health day, sleep in.
So DMT microdosing experience was post Candlestick guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking post Candlestick.
Yeah, I was in high school for that. So this was more in college.
And you had said that, at some point in college, because of, the situation with the Candlestick guy, and if you don't know that story, listen to yesterday's.
My mental health took a downward spiral after that.
Yeah, because he became a stalker and the school didn't have your back, so you felt kind of alone there. And you said that was kind of you couldn't really go to class because you were worried about the guy. And then
I was having panic attacks and heart palpitations. I fainted.
Jeez Louise.
And I failed out.
Yeah.
Happens.
And then from there, the dark place began.
I think it was when I got back into college, I was just overwhelmed again and very scared of failing. I didn't want to fail again. And it was a lot to take on, just classes. And I was starting to feel like I'd kind of lost touch with myself. I'd spent a lot of times not getting to know myself. Like, I think that was a little bit of what Aaron Rodgers said too. He needed to get back in touch with himself and get to know him. And that's how I felt. I was like, I don't know even what my favorite color is. Like, I feel so out of body at this point in my life. I couldn't tell you if I had a hobby or if I liked anything. It was very dark.
No, I'll be honest with you. Other than this, what I do here and being a dad, I feel like I'm there. I don't really know diddly about myself or anything. So maybe I'm due for something like this. What happened? So
I had been in a dark place, and actually, a friend of ours knew where to get some and knew that it was pretty responsible. So we went to his house to do it, and I took off. I really was, it really only lasts like 10 minutes if you smoke it.
Right.
It's really short. And I because I microdosed it, I didn't really go anywhere. I was kind of two places at the same time. I had it was like I took a double exposure of my life.
Well, slow down now. So how
well, they say you kind of
did you put it on some
disembody. No, like a vape.
Oh, really? It was a vape
Clean
version
like
of
that. It was just that. Well, we just put the powder in the vape. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, okay.
And
I thought you okay.
It
and
was
onto like a coil, and it just burned off the coil
It
or
was
whatever.
a cleaner operation than
Okay.
that. Yeah.
You're nodding over there, Dan.
Yeah.
Did you do this too with her?
Yeah, I didn't have quite the same experience.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
I think I maybe also took a little bit more than you.
That's possible.
But I basically, it was like a film peeled back, and I was in the room we were in, and everything kind of got a little extra orange, like sepia tones.
Yeah.
And then it was like a double exposure of another reality over top of it, where I just felt like I was this ethereal spiral of energy intertwining with somebody else's energy, and I was just a braid in space.
That's weird.
And I felt
braid in space.
I felt like whatever was wrapping around me was just telling me like, it's okay. Everything's good. You don't need to know anything. You are doing what the purpose of life is.
Did
just
you
living.
gain the knowledge?
I felt like it was like nothing was said to me, but I got all of the perfect feelings of like peace, and like I don't need to understand anything. Doing that was understanding everything.
Huh. So what everything they say happens when you
Yeah.
take this actually happened.
Yeah, and I didn't really go through a full experience. I only microdosed, but I really feel like I gained whatever it was I needed to know to kind of find myself and find like life's purpose at the time.
The reset button.
That's what I was gonna say too. Because we didn't take a bunch. We didn't like blast off or whatever. But it was like a little reset button.
It was absolutely life changing. Like I honestly probably didn't even experience depression for maybe months or a whole year after that. And whenever it happened afterwards, it was a little bit more manageable. Like obviously life happens.
That's exactly what I saw in this video, this documentary about all the different psychedelics and how they help with PTSD and depression and things like that. Is that it doesn't completely cure it, but you're able to have the skills to manage it, basically,
it
for
gives
whatever
you a little
reason.
Toolkit to like deal with life, and it really was like I just was given invisible knowledge that with no words, but all the words at the same time.
Now, does this all? But now, see the Native Americans say this is a connection to the spirit world and the God and everything. Now, is there, or is it a medicine thing just in our brain where some sort of part of our brain that's not being accessed to be able to deal with these traumas is finally able to be accessed because of these drugs? Do you think there's some sort of spiritual connection like the Native Americans say? Or?
I feel like both can be true. I don't like to really feel like I know anything. So, hey, if it's just messing with our brains, cool. But I will say after I did this, I felt very compelled to believe the fourth dimensional theory.
What is that?
If you've ever peeped that online, it's basically like maybe aliens exist and they are in a fourth dimension we can't perceive. And perhaps that's why reincarnation's real. Maybe our souls are intrinsically in a fourth dimension we can't perceive or interpret because our physical bodies only interpret three-dimensional world, time, space, physicality.
Now, see, to hear all this stuff, it drives me nuts because like when I was 18, this was my whole entire world. Like The Doors, Aldous Huxley, Timothy Leary, wanting to expand my consciousness.
It's the keys.
Yes, this is the key to opening up. Now, at that point in time in my life, I was I was troubled, but I was also like a jolly fat guy. I was the jolly Jerry. I look like Jerry Garcia, big beard, long hair, total hippy dippy dude.
I always forget you used to be like super big.
Yeah, I was huge.
I always forget that.
Yeah, I went through different. Like I was just kind of overweight in high school. Then I got out of high school and I got kind of big again. Then I got like late 20s. I lost a little weight, and then I just exploded when I got married to my ex-wife. I went up to went from 235 to 375 in like a year and a half. I mean, just went.
Which is crazy because like based off of your body structure and type, like you don't look like you ever weighed 375 pounds at one point in your life ever.
I appreciate that, and I think that's because it wasn't like I didn't get bypass surgery or anything like that. I lost it slowly over like 5 or 6 years. I mean, it was a good kind of like where I lost like that first 50, 60 pounds pretty quick, but that other 100 took a while to slowly work its way off. And then I just have kept it off. But I know what you're talking about because I see dudes have lost weight and their head looks really weird and they have a really odd, like I have some back fat left, but there's some guys that just, they have this weird ring around them, like the spare tire that they just can't get rid of. Like I know a guy who used to be really big. He lost weight and he just looks odd. He looked better big almost because he's not wearing it well.
It's a spare tire.
I appreciate it. That's literally, looks, he's got one stuck right around his stomach. You put a shirt over it and it just looks like a tire sitting on him. So I didn't make that up. It's old as hell. But I going back to your stuff with the DMT and I got to try this. I think I officially need to do this. I think because I was when I was younger, like I said, when I was like that hippie guy, I was always so chill and like, even though things were hard, I was always just so chill and like the kind of the peace and love dude. And I never yelled at people when I was like younger. You know what I mean? I was 20s. I was a chill dude. And then I don't know what happened. If it was, I just got older and the stress of being a parent and blah, 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 blah caught up with me. But it seems to have, I don't know, like maybe I'm due for that reset button. I think maybe I need to drop, what is it? Drop in, tune in, drop in and drop out. Isn't that what Timothy Leary said?
Drop in, tune out?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know the exact phrasing, but somebody who I think might have a little bit of experience with these sort of things is Carrie from Rochester. So we're going to have Carrie. Carrie, how are you? What's up, dude?
Hi,
What's up, dude? You're welcome back. Did you stop listening for a day? Did I piss you off? I heard.
No,
were you just playing?
I was really mad. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, never mind.
Because I wanted, so I watched the Woodstock thing too, but dude, I was there. Like I worked there. I took a bus there, like to work for these people. And
you worked Woodstock 99.
This is so good. I'm so happy to hear. Okay, let's do this. I'm glad that I'm so glad you called, Carrie. Do you have anything to do? Can we take a break and then we come back and talk about this? Because I do want to watch. I want to talk about Woodstock 99 because, in particular, the connection that I have and the old show has to upstate and central New York, and watching this Woodstock documentary. I just feel like I knew these people very well, very well. I feel like I've talked to most of them on the phone before, so I'm not even a little bit surprised to hear Carrie say this. So if you've watched the Woodstock 99 documentary, or if you know anything about it, I'm excited to hear what Carrie has to say about it. So let's do this. Let's take a quick little break. Let's come back, and then we'll talk to Carrie about that. Can you stick around for a little bit, Carrie? You want me to put you on hold? Can you just hang out?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. Good stuff. So, guys.
That's fine.
Whoa, it's your birthday?
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Carrie. I appreciate it. Aussie Sam.
Thank you.
Aussie Sam just sent a super fan donation, said happy birthday to you, Carrie. So, all right, cool. I'm going to put you on hold.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, you're willing to hang on. So, at least I can do is wish you a happy birthday. And so, hang on. And I love you. You're great, Carrie. So, hang on, hon, and we'll get you after the break. Oh, man, this is great. This is great. I'm so excited about what is going on with this thing. It's like hung up. My phone's being weird today. It keeps hanging. It's not like fully working. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, who cares? It's behind the scenes bullshit. You guys don't care. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we will be right just about up to happy hour. So maybe we'll start happy hour a little bit early today because, of course, second hour is always happy hour on Another Dumb Show. If you've not had a chance to go to anotherdumbshow.com and pick up one of our T-shirts, I urge you to please do that. I talked to Larry today, and I'm overwhelmed. He showed me some numbers. I saw the orders that were coming in. I didn't realize you guys were buying more than one T-shirt at a time on some of these orders. So thank you guys very much. I'm very excited to see that some of you picked up 2 of the T-shirts, all 3 of the T-shirts some of you guys did. So big shout out to the League of Dummies and everybody who grabbed a T-shirt. I really appreciate it. So if you have not had a chance to grab one, please go to anotherdumbshow.com and grab one there. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk to Carrie about Woodstock 99 and we'll get my take on that. So sit back. We'll be right back. Crack some cold ones. Oh, God damn it. Dan, what'd I do?
I'm not sure.
What'd I do?
We're going.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's why. sure what I did, but he claims I'm very selfish. He's done listening. Because dumb is so selfish. I'm paraphrasing because I can't find exactly what he said. But I don't understand what if anything after that last phone call from Diz, I'm obviously not selfish. I'll show off my girlfriend's hoots. I'll show you my girl's boobs. That's not a selfish person. I share the wealth.
No, you
I
won't.
spread the wealth.
No, you don't do that anymore.
It was the lower third too. You want that cleavage? There you
Whoops. I gotta make it not show.
I got yelled at during the break, man. She was like, "Yeah, you didn't really do it, did you?" And I'm like, just so you know, every guy, when they first meet a chick and you don't really think it's gonna work out because you're just kind of hooking up, you show the boobs to your guy friends. You just do it, and then
that's terrible.
Previously on another dumb show.
A long email from Ziggy.
I saw this one and I got bored.
I got to be honest with you. Yeah, basically, long story short, Ziggy's saying, "I'm dumb from the old show on this show." Well, dumb from the old show is the same person. So I don't know how to change that. He's saying that basically like I get treated like crap on my own show because of what happened with B1 and stuff the other day. And he really dislikes B1. Really doesn't like her. Now, I don't mean this to pick on Izzy. I like Izzy or Ziggy, excuse me. I feel. Did you you met Ziggy, right, Lou? Obviously,
yes.
Yeah, Larry bailed. He met, so he wasn't at the.
Well, I met
meetup,
him. Wait a second now.
Ziggy was at the meetup.
That is correct.
And I felt like I just got this kind of anti-woman vibe from him, almost an incelish vibe. Am I wrong? Did you feel that at all?
I don't know. I don't think he came off maybe that.
Not like, and I don't mean
maybe
that.
You
like,
were just.
If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry, dude. I really apologize. I really am sorry. I'm not trying to slam the dude.
Right.
But I just got this weird vibe, and then I got this email, and I went, "Oof!" I felt like this guy doesn't like women because he really went hard on B1. You agree? Did you read the email? It's real long, and I don't want to read it verbatim. I mean, literally, it's a page. It's a page long. I don't want to read the whole email.
You should get some excerpts.
So. He says take a step back. Don't stress about how people see you. I don't. I don't. That's the complete opposite of what he was saying at the beginning, though. It's very weird. He wants me to not care or to care about how other people see me. Like I need to hold myself up here. But then he says down here, don't stress about it.
Yeah, the one thing I got from it was that don't worry about how people see you, but I want you to know people see you this way. So the way they see you is like you're from the old show, but you're new. So don't be like the old show, but hey, be you. And don't care what they think, but they're gonna think it if they're not you or you being you. Right?
I don't know what you just said right there. That sounded like a dumb story, is what it sounded like. But he does have one good idea.
I just want to help you.
He says, and dealing with my temper and my rage issues, he says I should get a punching bag and put it up in the studio. When I feel I'm angry, get up and hit it 10 times. Not only will it let out the anger, but it will show everyone in the room, hey, it's getting out of hand, and we need to get back on. Oh, so instead of yelling at you guys, he wants me to get up and start punching things.
I like this.
I love that take control of the show. So so if you guys see, I did bang on the desk the other day, but I was yelling at myself because I kept saying a stupid phrase that drives me nuts when I say it. But no, he says he ranted a lot. You sure did. The reason he loved RMG is because of you, dumb. You had a personality like me and overcame so much in those 20 years. I just want to see you succeed and get what you deserve from this show and become the person I feel you want to be. Love you and love the show. Good luck. Happy 4th of July. Thank you. So I do find it interesting that the thing that I took out of this was the punching bag thing. What a great idea. What a great idea.
Wait, how is that a great idea? That's not at all a great idea.
Well, I mean, I guess it's something to consider. I will say that. However,
you're gonna show me how.
However, back to the bad karma. guys. Don't worry, ladies. Daddy's got you. Had to put someone in timeout there. Would love to have everybody in the League of Dummies, but quit being fucking weirdos to the chicks in there if you're a dude. Seriously. Just fucking boot you. It's just so stupid. It's so lame. I don't like it. I'm trying to have fun and be positive here. I'm getting emails from a girl in particular in the chat. Her name's Megan. Says, Dumb, longtime listener of you. I'm so happy you started this amazing show. Without going into too much detail, things have been rough at home, and you guys have helped me out so much. I look forward to chatting with the awesome community you have there. And then says, I could do without the creeps. But I love what you have going on there. And then something about
unlike real life, Megan, we can remove the creeps here.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. We do have the ability to do that. And then apparently Megan and Mikey from Rochester are talking because she said V-mix him in more because that voice is fire. So sorry, guys. Looks like Mikey's got a little... got an admirer there.
Yeah. So the first day that I was on the show, I said something in the chat about Megan was hot.
Yeah.
Which I can't even tell. I've never even seen this girl's face.
I know.
You've
That's
only seen
seriously
a little icon.
It's seriously so tiny.
Six pixels.
But she was hot. So I said something about Megan's hot, and then that's when all the thirsties came out,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh my God, she's so hot." That's when all the creeps came out, and that's why at the end of that episode I tried to apologize. But yeah, it's just like, if you're thirsty, dude, the way to do it is to not like aggressively harass.
Just say hi, maybe.
Well,
say
Campy,
hi.
I don't know if you knew this. About 25% of our listeners are women, and 25% of our listeners have never been with a woman. So,
I see that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, man.
Allie, you are not making any friends anytime soon, my friend.
That's okay.
No, I love
I
it.
have a couple, and that's all I need.
Just
one.
Real quick, I'm going to get to Carrie real quick. Carrie from Rochester, who was at Woodstock 99, and I just watched the documentary on Netflix about it. Let me grab this phone call here real quick, and then we'll get to Carrie. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
This is Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. What's up?
Hey, I got a question.
Okay.
I want an opinion on a stay-at-home mom situation.
Ooh, okay. I like this. All right. You need some dumb advice.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So, inflation is kind of high, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything costs more. It's
so-
very, very frustrating. Everything costs $1 million friggin' dollars right now.
Yeah, I drive a big old truck. I got 2 kids. My husband goes to work, and I actually quit. I was supposed to buy a business, and I quit my job and when I had kids, just because I wanted to stay home with them and have me at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about selling my underwear online.
Ooh, I like this. Now, I think it can get you into trouble. I'll tell you right now, doing it online, I think is anonymously online is good. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they're selling panties in vending machines on the streets in Japan. You know what I mean? So, I am of the, if I were a woman, I would be a billionaire by now. If I was a moderate, if I looked exactly like this, but had a penis and no penis, but a vagina and bigger boobs, even with hair, there are freaks out there that would be into me. So if I was a woman in this day and age where you have OnlyFans and all these opportunities to I don't say use your body, but utilize your body or your looks because men are such ridiculous cavemen. Take advantage of us for all you can. I mean, seriously, if we're dumb enough to give you money to sniff your panties, take our money, and your husband should be encouraging you to do so, as far as I'm concerned.
Especially if you can do it anonymously. That is so low risk, high reward.
Superfan donation.
Yeah, that's what my husband said. He's like, he just wants the pictures. He's like, just show me the pictures, but I'm going to do it with my sister-in-law, which is my husband's sister. So he's like, just don't send me the pictures of her.
Yeah.
But
wait, you guys are doing a panty thing together?
Yeah, get a little operation going.
we thought, okay, so we want to be different. We thought double worn panties. Like I wear them, then she does too.
Oh,
Damn! Holy shit, that's groundbreaking.
Now
I've
there
never
might
heard of
be.
this.
Now this could backfire because I've bought pot from before, and when I have told pot dealers that I like to mix different types of weed together, they said, wait a minute, do you know how hard we work on those brands? How dare you mix things? Now I'm a guy who loves a good mix. So maybe she's onto something. But
you like a good potpourri.
Yeah.
Salad.
So the problem is though, is you, the other one going to get worried? What if yours are selling better than hers? Maybe do you know what her blend smells like? Because
they're going to both wear them. I have more questions about the health end of that.
Oh, I didn't even consider that.
Are you going to not wash them and then wear them? Or are you going to kind of say you both wore them?
Well, we were going to sit in the sauna and take a video of us in the sauna. And we just swap panties. Like, I'll wear them, sweating them, and then she puts them on.
Okay, now
Girl,
you
that's
guys,
kind of kinky.
It is. I'm hot. I'm looking. This is getting me chubbed up over here right now. Just the way thinking about this. So this is great. Good for you. I like Crystal's style a lot. I like Crystal's sister-in-law style a lot. The deviance of the fact that it's a sister-in-law too also adds another layer of hotness to it for me.
And family shit right now on porn sites is huge. It's huge.
That's what I mean. The
Front
deviance
page.
of it all. It's just wonderful. I love this. It's turning me on beyond belief right now.
This is good. Should we do a video of us like swapping them or like just pictures?
Just
Video
pics, because you don't need to really swap them. That actually might be like a health concern.
But a video would show further proof that it's actually like legitimate.
It really would. I mean, you're going to definitely get. I mean, that's going to drive your. And what did you find a website to do this?
Yeah, it's called sniffer.com.
Yeah, I think B1 might.
How do you spell that?
Sniffer. Yeah.
It's like 2F.
I'm pretty sure B1 tried that. I think she started signing up for it, and then she just didn't because she's so fucking lazy. She doesn't even want to do the work to wear panties and put them in a bag to mail them. It's just unbelievable. But the thing is, though, Crystal, also when you get in there, they want your panties if you interact with them. It's the ones that like that you're gonna have to start sending messages to them, like. Hey, did you like my panties? Or they're going to say, hey, your panties smell so good. And you're going to have to actually interact with them. So that's where your husband might have a problem with it. I don't give a crap. I think, it's just part of the gig.
The thrill of the purchase. They want a little bit of the tease,
She's, do you have a goat?
Is there an exorcism going on in the background? What was that?
What was that?
Sorry, it's my son.
Kids are the best. So yeah, no, that I don't understand, why you don't do it. Yeah, I actually don't even care if your husband is involved. I would just do it if I were you. Make the money.
Present him with the check. You don't need to ask permission. No, I'm kidding. It's good that he's in on it.
Yeah, he also said Etsy's a good place.
B1 is constantly
Etsy's not the place for sex work. Do it on Sniffer.
Well, if you're willing to do the videos, why not just go ahead and just do an OnlyFans? If you're willing to record what's the difference?
I'm a mom,
but if you're recording a video, you could do the video without your head in it.
She wants to remain anonymous, though, and like I feel like
cut your head off.
I feel like with OnlyFans, like the best thing about OnlyFans is you know whose content you're buying.
You do, but it's about the panties at this point. So it's the panties and the videos of where the panties are coming from. So
maybe she can ask a higher price for the panties on a panty specific site.
I don't know. I'm not into the panties. I got over sniffing panties when I was like
we're
14.
Talking $30 a panty if I wear them, but if they're double worn by my sister-in-law, that's $60 a pop, in my opinion.
I mean, that is tight. Like that is groundbreaking.
Sure,
shit right there.
And I can tell you right now, you can get more than that because B1 was getting more than that before the dude's wife found out about it and started threatening to kill B1 on Facebook. So yes, buyer, beware. Obviously, if you're going to remain anonymous, I would say that's very important because I still think if this woman ever runs into B1, she's going to murder her in the middle of the street. So I'm not kidding you. So because B1 always I would say once every 6 months, she says, I think I'm going to start the OnlyFans.
Every girl thinks about it.
Every 6 months, we go through the same thing. And I just tell her, and she goes, would you care? And I tell her every single time, no, it's your body. Who the fuck am I to tell you what you can do with it? I don't care. I understand we're together, but I don't care. I go, frankly, if you want to go stick stuff up your ass on OnlyFans, I don't care. Go right ahead and do it. I don't really care.
But it's nice and respectful. She at least checks in and is like, hey, if I did this, you're cool?
I mean, I literally went so far as to say that I do not care what, other than like our hardcore getting pounded out by other guys, I would prefer not that. But if she wants to do all the other stuff, go right ahead. But she wants to do just boob pics. I said, there might be a niche for that. And she goes, you know how many DMs I get every day of people asking to see my boobs? And I go, no. And she goes, it's a lot. So I said, then what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So the problem is though, Crystal, though, if your buddy's friends catch wind of this, or your husband's buddies catch wind of this, or your sister-in-law's husband's buddies catch wind of this too, they're going to really want to see this. So especially, are you hot?
I mean, I'm pretty fit. I mean, I work out twice a day, and
yeah, obviously. So you're not.
I'm not bad looking.
Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 33.
33. Okay, so this is prime.
That's prime.
So
That's pretty
she's
money.
horny too. She's about to start heading into where she's horny too. So this is getting her turned on a little bit too. Am I right?
I mean, a little bit.
Okay, good. See,
and
that's
my
great.
sister-in-law, she's pretty hot, and I love her.
This is great.
Is it hot to wear the panties, or is it kind of hot to think that guys would pay you? Like, I think it's a little bit of a Dom thing, you know? You've got them wrapped around your finger.
And mow the grass in my panties and let my sister wear them for 10 minutes and sell them. I mean, like, what the heck?
I actually think a part of your branding you should tell them where you wore it. Like, these ones went to the amusement park.
Yeah, and if you have
real
a fence,
sweater.
if you have a fence, just
I'm
record.
a gardener.
Record yourself doing it. If you literally just record those videos of just your ass. Like if nobody can see in your backyard, just you gardening, and just like the back of the thong sticking out, or the back of the underwear sticking out of your jeans or whatever.
That's called a whale tail.
Yeah, the whale tail.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So they're all like, oh,
I got
God.
11 acres of farm, so I'm about to be picking peppers with my butt in the air.
Oh, they're gonna love that. You're gonna find some real niche dudes too, some farmer guys too. So there's gonna be extra. Oh, you got a lot going on there. I think you definitely need to take care of this. Yeah, especially don't blame inflation.
Okay.
Just blame it on wanting to make money and take advantage of dumb dudes.
Yeah, I mean, we're not like too hard up, but I'm like, if I can make easy money just wearing a pair of underwear, like doing the stuff I do on a daily basis, like, come on now.
Good for you. Do it. I don't blame you. I think more women should be doing this. Honest to God, I'd like, especially right now with everything. If you're a single mom in particular, and you're even moderately good looking, and you're just not making that money.
You just want some pocket change?
You need some extra money. School's coming up. Why in the world wouldn't you do this? Nobody wants to see a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It just seems to me it's just it should be something like, I almost want to, like, my daughter's old enough to make her own decisions now, but I wish I would have taught her. You should take advantage of your body and utilize it. I didn't. She wasn't with me, so I couldn't tell her, like, in her formative
Odd
years.
advice from a dad. My dad's a little inappropriate, but I don't think he's ever encouraged me to sell my body.
No, I'm not sell it. No, don't become a prostitute. But hey, don't
sex work and well, it's
you
selling
can
your
make a
body
lot
one
more
way
doing
or
that
another.
too. But yeah,
you don't
I
have
guess
to use it. You just pick it.
Whatever floats your boat and whatever pays your bills, as far as I'm concerned. So
selling undies is easy. Feet pics easy. It's the porn that's a little bit more of an
and
ask.
I would you guys will be able to buy a bunch of pacifiers too, so you'll be able to put those right in those kids' mouths.
That's what I'm saying. Is she are you sure she's at home with the child, or is she at a daycare right now?
I'm just busting your chops. It's okay. I know how kids are. It's all good. So, all right. Well, Crystal, thank you for calling and asking for some dumb advice. I'm looking forward to finding out how things will go. Send us the link if you get it active. I'll tweet that shit. I'll tell everybody that one of my listeners started her own panty page. And I'll tweet it. I'll tweet the link for you. I'll be happy to do that. All right.
Thanks, Dom. I love and miss you on RMG. I listen to them every day, and you're the best.
Well, you can listen to me here every day from 5 to 7. I appreciate it.
I will. My kids will be screaming. It'll be great. I'll just be taking underwear.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll let them. They can scream all they want. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate it. All right. Now, I promise we get to Carrie, but we have somebody else calling in right now who we probably should grab real quick because we were worried that this person was dead. We had no idea what had happened to our old friend. Where the hell is it at? There it is. Oh, right at the top where it belongs. Because Larry, he's in Ecuador, but he's also on another dumb show. Larry, what's up, bro? How are you?
Are you playing the music right now?
I am, of course.
Absolutely.
Of course I am. How are you? You're in Ecuador. Why wouldn't I?
I'm good. I didn't know how the signal would be. Do I sound okay?
You sound all right. Yeah, it's not too bad. What's going on, man?
Not much. Hey, I wanted to find out. I don't know who you were talking to on the line there, but she can go ahead and send me a DM, and I can determine how hot she is.
Okay. Oh, Larry's.
I'll be the judge in this.
He's our raider. Okay. All right. Okay. And how's the trip done? And Carrie, I promise I'll get to you in just a sec. I just want to check in with Larry because we were worried that we didn't hear from him yesterday. Nobody did. Nobody on the show, not even Lou. So we were worried that you would come to some sort of demise, my friend. You're okay though?
No. We went to this cabin. I'll tell you more about some details of it later. But we went to this cabin, and we did not know that there would be absolutely zero signal.
Oh.
And I was basically off the grid for about 25 hours.
Okay, you literally were, because we were all, that's, I would say, just about how long we didn't hear from you, and we were all starting to get a little concerned and Googling, blow-ups in Chile or whatever. Ecuadorian emergencies or earthquakes and stuff. So good. Well, thankfully you're okay.
Like the signal bars, like if I get low signal, it'll go to E. This thing literally said, like, just a circle with a line through it.
Oh, yeah,
like no smoking.
Oh, airplane mode. Okay, it kicked in and you got nothing. Okay, so you're in the middle of nowhere.
Not even that. You didn't have to show me an airplane. You didn't have to show me an airplane. I would have been happier. It didn't show me anything.
Wow.
But it's been all right. It's been fun, though. It's been fun.
That's good. Everybody's safe and sound then, and you're having a great time. I'm happy to hear that.
So Tony in the chat called me out. He called me out through the same reason we call him out in the chat. Instead of chatting about it, call in about it. So I'm going to go ahead. I decided I would call in about these folks in the chat. I got a couple bones to pick with them.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
First of all, the start time. Like you said, just deal with it. When the main event happens, the main event happens. You come in, grab the seat, make yourself at home. When it starts, it starts. If you missed it, you can watch it again.
Amen, Larry.
Number two, I got to say, I heard a lot of the hate on Allie. I rewatched the show this morning once I got into some signal range. I may not agree with all of Allie's points, some of Allie's points, but I need the listeners and the viewers to understand. You don't have to hate what a whole person for one opinion. Like, you got to act like an adult here. Somebody says something that you disagree with. You hate the whole person? Like, I just don't understand this.
No, I appreciate your support, Larry. I just think everybody's a little irrational. It's all right. Maybe me too. Who knows?
No, this is not in defense of you either. Like, I'm not out here to defend you.
This is just
what I'm out here.
In general, you're saying.
What I'm trying to get.
Don't hate somebody just because they have an opinion, you're saying, Larry?
Yeah. And everybody's opinion, like, so what I'm hearing is, like, from one day, there was an opinion about guns, and then another day, there may have been not necessarily contradicting opinion, but a tangent opinion about guns. But what it comes down to is that they're situational. So she was explaining, Allie, you explained something that happened in college, right?
Yeah. I was talking about that yesterday on the show with who we named Pooh Bear, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I love Pooh Bear.
In
That's
passing.
Great. Yes.
Yeah, I had some dark experiences in college with him.
But I think, like, your opinion on things and your reaction to things at a younger age may be different than your opinion at an older age. But even if it's the same, even if you have the same opinion, it's still situational. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to get mad at somebody? If somebody says all day, like, okay, he shouldn't have killed the dude or stabbed what the store owner did. But what if that dude that was robbing was, like, your brother? There's no doubt you would have a different opinion about that.
Oh, sure.
So
I could see where, right. Maybe if I was the person in that situation, maybe I would quickly pull a gun if I had it right next to me. But when I'm removed from the situation, it's really easy to be critical, right? And say, hey, maybe don't bring a gun. Guns equal gun problems.
So there you go. That's all I wanted to say. I need to get those 2 points out because I said it in the chat, but I want to make sure if you're not in the chat, people at least heard it. Stop hating people for an opinion and just wait until the show starts. That's it.
Hey,
perfect.
We saw you going crazy in the chat. We love that.
Dan, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Come back, please.
Dan says, I don't want to do this anymore. All right, dude. Good stuff. Well, be careful. Enjoy the rest of your time, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, man?
Yeah, I'm still watching. I'll give you guys all the updates when I get back.
All right, sounds good. All right, dude. We'll see you.
Later, man. Bye.
Oh shit. I hung up on him. Oh, super fan donation there. Trash guy Matt said he had an ex sell the socks she was wearing for $40.
Gross.
See, yeah, that's
Matt. Can you send me that guy's details?
yeah, it's easy peasy, man.
I got a lot of socks.
All right, she did not hang up. She's still saying, still sitting here on hold, waiting to tell us her story.
Oh, shit.
After a half hour, Carrie from Rochester, dude, I am so sorry. I was not expecting Larry to go into stuff from shows that are 2 days old. We're just gonna catch up on Ecuador. But Carrie, what can I do for you? So we left off that you had been to going to I watched Woodstock 99 last night, and I said that I felt like I had a special even though I wasn't there, I felt like I had a special connection to it because of the our show and the old show's connection to upstate and central New York. And shout out to Blue Wolverine in there. Chad is a living, growing being. You cannot control it or its opinions, Larry. That's right. You just put them in timeout when they're being creeps.
It's the thing, all right.
So, Carrie, you said you went and worked at Woodstock 99. And if you don't know what Woodstock 99 is, it's the complete opposite of what the original Woodstock is. It was original Woodstock was supposed to be a
corporate,
well, it was a peace and love festival, the original one. And then the one in 99 turned into a corporate greed fest for basically for the promoters and everybody to make a bunch of money. And they were gouging people while they were there at the concert. At the time, $4 for a bottle of water was outrageous. Now, in our time, that's probably like a $20 bottle of water.
Mm-hmm. Have you been to a concert lately?
Is it $20?
$5.50? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
that sounds low.
Well, yeah. Well, you think about the changing prices and stuff over time, though. That would probably, if they're saying $4 gouging them, then I'd say that's $20-$25 now for a bottle of water or something. So the kids were losing their minds. Limp Bizkit, first corn, came on and just destroyed and just killed
fucking
on the first night on Friday.
Rocked it, dude.
That was seriously, I was, B1 was watching me turn back into a 20-year-old boy because I was like bouncing out of my seat, going nuts, headbanging. And I was really kind of not huge into that music at that time, but just enough to be into it because I was more into gangster rap, I'd say, at that time. But I did like all those tunes, and I knew because they also kind of had that rock vibe, which leads us to the second day, and Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock and break stuff. And boy, did they start breaking stuff at Woodstock 99. Now, I've watched 2 different documentaries about Woodstock 99. First one I watched specifically blamed it on angry white men. The whole thing.
The HBO doc?
Yes, it was just I think it was, I don't even remember where it was, but it was just basically about how awful
white guys
the white guys are in the world.
All the attendees?
Yeah, all the attendees.
Not a great
They didn't even go in.
Well,
there were awful things going on. There were rapes and sexual assaults and girls that take their boobs out and guys that start, groping them and stuff. I mean, how stupid are these guys? More girls will take their tops off if you just let them take their top off and look at it. Don't start going to try to grab them. Like it's like the guys in the chat that are the creeps. Just
respect the free titties.
Yes. Just sit back and enjoy it and go, yes, this is heaven. There's 250,000 people here. Half of them are women and half of them have their boobs out.
Exactly.
Just put your hands in your pants and crank it out if you have to. My God.
A lot of dudes don't realize if you actually back off, your chances are a lot better of, getting that experience or seeing that shit. The more that you try for it, the harder chance you're going to have at seeing those tits or getting that girl or whatever the fuck.
It's very easy to be obsessive compulsive when you see a nice rack.
Film Trigger, I'll come back to your super fan donation in there, by the way, asking about my weight, but I got to get to Carrie. So, and I say that I felt like connection to all these people as I'm watching this because I know Mikey from Rochester. I know Carrie. I've been to Rochester multiple times. And I know this wasn't in Rochester. I think it was in Rome, New York. But I remember on the way to Rochester, I passed signs for Rome. And I feel like I might have been at another concert in Rome, just not at this location because they held it at a military base. And Carrie, you said you worked there at Woodstock 99. Were you one of the security
Peace
people?
Patrol.
Yeah, Peace Patrol.
No.
Were you not a Peace Patrol member? Okay, what did you do working?
I was going to be a vendor. So me and a bunch of my friends, we rode a bus there, from Rochester. And we got our ticket paid and then we were supposed to get paid. Well, Friday night I quit because everyone was furious. They were charging $15, I think, for a burrito.
Wow.
And $4 for a bottle of water. And like, dude, these kids paid so much money to get in, and then and the military. It was so hot, and there was no trees.
That's what they said. No shade, 115 degrees, no shade anywhere. Except they was in the documentary. They had people hiding under like trailers.
Yep, trucks,
yeah.
Like they were just laying everywhere. Yeah, no, it was Corn was like Friday was great. Like I quit my job. I was having fun. Corn was amazing. But like I didn't go anywhere near the stage because I'm little.
Yeah.
I would probably break.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like then when Limp Bizkit, like you could just feel like the energy like was just bad. Like
you could still well, that's what they said right at that moment, right as Korn started, the whole vibe kind of started to change because they're so hard, and he came out with the "Are you ready?"
She said Limp Bizkit did
it was so good. Oh my god, I was like so happy during that.
I would have thought. I mean, that would have had me. I'm getting amped up just thinking about being at that. Like I would.
Dude, I was tripping so hard. Oh my god, I was so happy. I was like, yeah, it was amazing.
Because what's the lead singer of Korn's name? Jonathan
Davis.
Jonathan Davis.
Yeah. So he talked about how because in looking out from that stage, I've been fortunate enough to have been on a stage where I've seen 15,000 people out in front of me cheering and having a great time. That is, he goes, that is the most intoxicating thing. No drug can top that. And he is absolutely right. That feeling when they're like, you get them chanting back with you and having fun. It is fucking awesome. It is intensely fun. So
during that, sorry.
No, yeah,
during that documentary, they were talking about Fred Durst, how they could see like his ego and the other one and what other they're called,
that's exactly.
all fighting because yes, dude, that was because he could have like told us it, but he like kept going.
Oh yeah, that's what I loved about it because it was the opposite of Jonathan Davis, who was just amped up music.
Jonathan Davis was like, "Stop touching the girls, stop it!" Like he was trying to
Yes, and then in the documentary, they go on to explain how Fred Durst, and you show it. You can see him. You could see the look on his face where he's at the moment where he sees everything amping up. And he goes, I could tell these people to chill out, everybody back down for a little bit. We're going to take a minute, maybe, get some water, just something, maybe a joke, do something, have something funny happen to kind of make them laugh. Instead, no, he just starts going, you got girl problems. You got boss problems. Yeah. Oh my God. And I could just imagine me being there in that environment, drunk, amped up.
You'd have been fucking amped.
Oh my God. I would just been, I watched this mosh pit start, and I'm not even a mosh guy. And I just know that my goal would have been wherever I was at in that crowd to put my head down like a freight train and just try to plow right through the front. And I don't know, there's no way I would have done it, but that would have been my goal. They would have had me so amped up that I'm
and then you would have like broken your neck.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh my God, there's so many broken legs.
Moshing on that level,
there was people hurt everywhere, like broken legs, like people were just passed out. Like it was And then Sunday, when everything set on fire, dude, I just ran back to the campground, but we couldn't leave because the bus didn't leave till Monday morning.
Yeah. So did you get stuck then when it
wasn't there didn't all the porta potties flood and there was piss and shit everywhere?
Yes, that's what I was just saying.
Yes.
Were you drinking that?
They all flooded.
Did you get trench mouth?
No, I didn't. No, I brought water and I was allowed to bring it because I worked there.
You are so lucky. Because
I know, dude. I heard that today. I was like, oh my God. I think I would kill myself.
The water, because the porta potty and the fresh water, the porta potty runoff somehow got mixed with the fresh water, and the people were drinking shit water.
Stop.
One girl,
and dude, the first day they turned over all the garbage cans and were literally beating on them for 3 days. 3 days, dude. If I was there now, I would my mind would break.
I think it just depends on who you are, because if you're to me, that sounds like that event would have been fucking lit.
Yes.
To call that a disaster.
That's because you and I can't be.
It's an opinion.
B1 was watching this with me, and she goes, "This is the scariest thing I could ever imagine being a part of." As I'm sitting there,
it was terrifying.
like on the edge of my seat, being like, "Oh my fucking god! I wish I was at this fucking thing."
It looks like a lot of fun until you think about getting Hep B from like drinking water. You know.
Well, this woman said she woke up in her I think Sunday morning. She woke up, and her gums in the insides of her mouth and her lips and everything were covered with ulcers and sores.
Whoa.
And that's what trench mouth is from drinking unsanitary water with crap in it, basically. And
Actual
just enough that you can't really tell. It just tastes like kind of dirty water, but it's actually crap water you're drinking. So these poor people were, and we laugh about it, but it was a complete and total meltdown of the infrastructure by the promoters and everybody that put it on and put it together. And I've worked behind the scenes with people, not to the extent that they did it or whatever, on the old festivals or whatever, but there's a lot of detail that now I understand why they took such great care to make sure there were enough porta potties. The beers weren't too expensive. The waters were affordable, things like that. Because I would think, man, this, why not charge more? But no, it makes them nuts. Like people, if it gets too hot, the weather gets weird, anything starts going wrong, people start rebelling, and you got that many people.
Just being hot and dehydrated at a concert is going to make people antsy, fiery.
Yeah. Well, Mikey brought up a good point at Bonsai a few years.
I'm going to go. I'm going to dinner.
Well, I'm glad. Hi, Carrie. I'm sorry. I meant to let you go too. I apologize. Thank you so much for hanging on, by the way. I really appreciate it. That was nice of you to do that.
Yeah, no worries. I was driving. Normally I would have hung up, but
at least you're honest. Well, happy birthday, dude. Be careful, okay? Don't do anything too crazy, all right?
Is this the
I'll
concert?
try not to. All right, bye.
Bye, Carrie.
Bye, Carrie.
Is this the concert that they were just like slinging mud at Green Day? And
that was the 94 one.
Oh, okay.
There was mud at 99. Then they were like throwing it at Sheryl Crow, and I think they talked maybe their
When you say
Jewel.
94 one, is that just a different Woodstock recreation, or
No,
you
they
mean like
didn't-
Band-Aid or something?
No, they
the
did a
big
Woodstock
fest?
94, I believe, that was just kind of like it was a failure because of the weather. It rained and it was just gross, and
And
they
I
were
think
throwing mud and stuff.
Chili
and-
Peppers were there. And
No,
Green Day
that was the end of 99, at least. I don't know if they were at 94. I honestly
Okay.
don't know really much about 94. Maybe Mikey can help us, because Mikey was texting me while this was going on last night, and I hope he remembers. Mikey, do you remember, was your favorite part of that my favorite part, the thing that you sent me, the DM you sent me with that dude? The Beavis?
Oh, dude, that's what hooked me in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's a guy in this. Hold on, let me say it. There's a guy in this that looks, he's like Beavis with a little bit longer mullet. And he talks about his experience, and the whole time he's like, he's like he laughs and is like, "Oh, bro, I was tripping and took much," and he was like, "And Fred Durst was just like us, bro. We wear DC shirts," and it was so funny.
Stop listening, Mom. We almost died.
Yes, he was. I really enjoyed that documentary, and it made me think of Mikey very much so, because I know Mikey would have been. Yeah, this would have been his mecca as well. This is just a rage fest of just. I mean, Mikey would have been burning. There was a guy at one point. There was a pay-per-view event that was going on there as well, and they were blaming
the board on his head.
The guy with the board on his head, Mikey. That was you.
That's me.
That's exactly who I saw that, and I said, "Holy shit, that's Mikey." And B1 was like, "Yep, that's young Mikey. That is absolutely you." So I'm glad we're on the same page, dude, because I saw that.
Dude, that documentary, dude, that had me all kinds of fired up. Unreal.
Amped
I
up,
would have
not
died.
fired like angry, amped up like, God, this would have been one of the greatest nights of my life.
Yes.
3 days of just
fired up, amped up.
debauchery.
Yeah, that's just phenomenal.
When somebody starts saying there were no rules and there was nobody in control, I was just, my eyes got big, I got goosebumps, and I was like, oh my God, this would have been so much fun.
Yeah.
But
I
then
kept,
when you
I kept sitting there going, when are they going to go to the vendor village? Like, how come they're not stealing all that shit? And then they got into the documentary, and the dude was like, there was just a black cloud of people coming, and all I pictured was like the Game of Thrones, and when the Dark Knight's coming or whatever.
The walkers on the way, the whole White Walkers coming, but no, I don't think I would have been involved in the stealing stuff. I would have been breaking everything, climbing on those towers, trying to burn stuff. I would have done all of that. As soon as they handed out those, and what a fucking bunch of dumbasses with the candles at the end. Oh my God! Why do you give?
I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but what do you think about, like, I'm not going to bring it up because the end of it, the conspiracy about that was.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Just say it. Who cares? It's from 1999. If you don't know what happened in Woodstock 99 by now.
They talked about that Woodstock wasn't as big in the news as it was in 69, and it didn't have that pop and everything like that. So that one dude, Michael Lang, handed out the candles knowing full well that this would become an event that would be talked about forever.
Knowing that they would light fires.
The match, no pun intended.
Well, I didn't actually catch that part of it. I didn't really pick up. I wouldn't put it past him. It seems as though that guy, the whole peace and love thing was a bunch of bullshit from that guy, and he was just totally.
Yeah, that dude died 3 months after the documentary was aired.
I don't know if that has it. I mean, he died.
It's just a fun
fact.
Well,
he was just the one dude that ran it. I didn't. His interview sucked, but the other dude, the money guy,
yeah,
you could tell he was full of shit.
Yeah. They were lying through their teeth during the press conferences during that day and everything. But it just really made me think of our New York fans, and I know I was watching that going, those are my guys. Those are my fans right there. Like, these people are now in their, they're my age now. And they probably were at this, and these are my guys. These are my people, except for the rapists. I don't like any of those guys. They were like
the amount of people I know that went, man. It's just it's unreal. I'm glad that I was 13 at the time and I couldn't go because I would have sent me down that path a lot earlier. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, Mikey, it would have been good. But yeah, at the end of it, it was Red Hot Chili Peppers ended it, and then the way they ended it too was, and it's smart the way at the old festival too. That's why they didn't just end the show. Concert doesn't end; they do fireworks for people to file out. Woodstock '99, Red Hot Chili Peppers just kill it, and then they just end.
And then it's
it's a video of Jimi Hendrix playing guitar. That's how they end it. And lights out. You go home. Have a good day, guys.
They probably had to, though, because they knew that they at the end of it, they had to be like, wow, this was a shit show. Like, this was a total shit show.
But you have, but the planning ahead, you have to understand. It's like at the end of my small events. Like, I have a exit strategy to help people. There's a way to get them to get out the door. Before they're actually supposed to get out the door, you could kind of get that kind of going. Like, that's why, like at the old festival, they'd put up the fireworks. So if people wanted to sit and watch the fireworks, they could. And then you could actually physically watch them as you're leaving. So there's not like a big, it was a natural kind of ramp down from the the festival.
This was just like hitting a wall.
Exactly.
Just boom, done.
They're just ramping and ramping and ramping and ramping and ramping, and then they say, "Shut off."
Yeah.
And all these kids who just are already raged. And if you watch this documentary, I really recommend Campy go watch it.
Well, I've seen the HBO one.
This is a totally different one. It's made for us. The other one's made for women. To hate men.
To hate angry white men.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, and arguably they have some very good points in that because there were some really horrible things that happened there. And so they do have some good points. But it did show the fun of what people were there for. They were there for the moshing and the rate and that kind of music. But that kind of music, it promotes rage. You know what I mean? It's angst-filled music. Limp Bizkit and Bizkit. Wow, God, my fat tongue. Limp Bizkit. It's the Z. I'm trying to say the Z, and I go.
I think my favorite part in the doc is when Kid Rock comes out on the stage and he's wearing the big white fur coat, and he's got. I think his name was Joe. He was like the little guy. Who was like,
Joe C.
Joe C.
Yeah, Joe C.
And he comes out in the big white coat, and he said, it's like he comes out with a mic. It's the first thing he says. He's like, Monica Lewinsky's a slut and Bill Clinton's a pimp. And then it just goes into fucking, I don't even know, Bow with the Bar or something like that.
Yeah, that's when Kid Rock yells, "My name is Kid," and they go into Bow with the Bar. And I was I think Kid Rock is the corniest, cheesiest guy in the world now.
Yeah.
But in 1999, he was God to me.
He was God to me too, but I was 9 at the time. You were a little bit older.
I mean,
1999, I was 21.
Okay.
With a lot of retrospect, he's been corny the whole time, but.
Well, not in 1999. That's what was cool then, though. What he was doing then was cool at the time. But Yes, it was. Limp Bizkit, all that stuff.
That's
all,
so corny.
all that shit
That's
was-
so corny.
Now we look back at it and we hear the word rolling, and I think of my buddy in his car, and they like the part in the song rolling where he literally, my guy had a dance move where he would go, move in, now move out, hands up, hand down. He had this whole thing he would do in the car while he was driving, and I would just be sitting there next to him going, oh my God, this guy's such a fucking dork. But I couldn't tell him because he was my buddy, so I just let him do it. But man, what a nerd.
I feel like it kind of goes full circle and back to what Larry said, like about the whole age perspective thing. Like you might feel how you feel on things now, but it might change when you get older. Like at the time when Kid Rock was popping and Limp Bizkit and Korn, I was 9. And granted, like, okay, let's just go Kid Rock specifically. Like, yeah, Kid Rock may always have been corny, but like to a 9-year-old, I was like, oh my God, Kid Rock is the shit.
Oh,
dude.
a 21-year-old single dude, American badass, is the coolest thing ever. I mean, like he
was always like a wannabe rock star. Like,
he was
didn't
banging
actually
Pam
have-
Anderson. What are you talking
he's full-on
about?
rock star.
Yes,
There were,
he's
like,
legit.
other
he's-
rock stars that were
He's so
way
rock
worth
star.
paying attention
He's
to.
so rock star. He dressed like Liberace.
I definitely think if I was your age back in the day, I would have been like looking up to the bands. I don't know about Kid Rock. He just looks so goofy.
Well, yeah. Well, that's part of what happened in the middle of it. They brought Bush out. Nothing wrong with Bush. I love Bush. Doesn't really blend with Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit. So I'm saying it's a big. It was a very weird, and it's funny to watch those guys go back and say, "No, I knew nothing about those bands." How do you put on a show and not know literally anything about the bands? I don't expect you to be the biggest fan of them, but maybe you just throw on their top hit, and you hear break stuff and go, maybe these guys aren't going to be at my festival. I
You
really
do your
don't.
due diligence before you take the gig.
Literally listen to one of their songs, I would argue is pretty just simple due diligence there at that point. Who knows? So, hold on one sec. I got a super fan donation that came in. No, we're not even in the same continent. I've offended Larry.
Oh no.
Yes, he sent in his own super fan donation of $5 to make sure I see it. He said, sorry, I derailed the show. Thought to save good stuff for next week. Biggest thing past couple days was being off the grid, but I have some video to share. Man, he really takes everything very personally. Just trying to segue into the next thing, and he takes everything very personal.
He's like Aaron Rodgers, dude. He just takes everything to heart.
He needs to love himself more. Maybe try some DMT.
Yeah.
See if that works out
He's
for
pretty
him.
close, right? I mean, he's
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's literally right there.
Maybe he should.
Larry, you should take a detour down to Peru.
Take Screwy D.
Yeah, go do some ayahuasca.
Grow your hair out, slick it back, put it in a ponytail.
That's
You look
right.
like the fucking Salem witch trials judge.
I did. We had that video. We never played it when Aaron Rodgers showed up to Packers camp in the Con Air outfit. That was so good. Good
that's
for him.
pretty good. He did that?
Yeah, he looked
he
just like
did that?
Nick
It was
Cage.
badass.
Yeah.
In the wife beater?
Oh, it was badass. I
In
liked
it all.
I might have that.
Wait,
Hold
hang on.
Give me a sec.
Yep.
Was he wearing the wife beater?
Oh yeah, and the hair and
no
everything.
spoilers.
Oh my God!
Well,
Wait, did
tell
he?
him.
Stop! That's awesome, dude. That's the best. That's the best. So many Con Air is so underrated. People like that. People that have never watched Con Air, I highly recommend watching.
I can't find it, but
What's that other great Nick Cage underrated Minutemen, right? Matchstick Men.
Matchstick Men was pretty
my
good.
God,
It's
if you've never
funny
seen
one.
Matchstick Men.
you know
It's a
what?
little
I do
older.
need to watch that new one with the
He has like insane OCD.
The
in
new
that.
one's like
It's so great.
I'll have
Nick
to,
Cage the movie.
making fun of himself.
Yeah.
That one I want to. But here it is. So here's a picture of Aaron Rodgers imitating Nick Cage when he showed up to camp a couple weeks ago. I know this is older pic, but there you go.
Oh my God! Yes,
Pretty good, right?
Yes.
Oh no,
How
they
does
have
he
like a
almost
full
have-
video of him walking out.
That's
and shit.
fucking
It's-
If his
sick.
face was tilted down, they're the same person, right?
I mean, it really is very good. And I think his comment when he posted it, he said something along the lines of, I think he said, "Put the bunny back in the box"
Yeah,
or
he
whatever.
probably
From the
quoted
line from
Con
the
Air.
movie. Yeah, it was a good line. So
See, this is why I need to get back on Twitter for content like that because I totally missed that.
I thought it was
Damn.
fun.
That's hilarious.
How are things going with you, Campy? Are you getting ready for you starting college
I'm
soon?
starting EMT classes at the end of the month.
Yeah, Campy was here last week. You let us know he's just signed up for college. I think the day you came in last week, right?
It
You
was-
signed up that day or
Yeah,
whatever?
that's that same day. Yeah.
And then now, so you're a week out. Are you regretting your decision? Are you looking forward to it?
Well, no, it's not a week out. It's only like
No, after your week out from your decision.
Oh,
I'm saying.
got you.
So,
no,
yeah.
definitely not. No,
Not regretting at all.
No. not
Okay,
at all.
good. Getting excited, trying
Yeah.
to figure out your new schedule, the way it's going to be working, all that kind of stuff.
I think the scariest thing about this whole process is thinking that I'll have to take a book home and study. I have not done such since like probably 2006 was the last time I pulled a book out to study. So I'm very nervous about that. You know what I mean? Because it's hard. It's easy to focus when you're in a schooled environment, but when you're at home and it's like your responsibility to learn the shit yourself, like that's what I'm like most nervous about.
That is a skill within itself. Is just studying and
on your
actually
own,
learning the material
without your parents yelling at you and saying, "Why aren't you doing it?" Like, or you? What do you mean? Just the actual
studying? It's such discipline. I had to brainwash myself that I enjoyed it. Like basically, I was like, I love reading 35 pages for each class every day.
Right, because if you take it seriously, you're not just going to go to the school, learn what you learn while you're in school and then go home and forget about it. If you take it serious and you want it to be a profession, you got to fucking hit the books hard in your off time.
Is there any part of you that, because now I signed up for realty school like a while back, and oh my God, just the wording, just the books and the words and the reading and everything, it was just so much. It's just so much. And if you're not massively into it, it's so hard to try to ingest it and learn it. And so I was just like, I don't think that realty might be for me. But I also didn't really wholeheartedly do it. I started reading it and was like, I was also, I think at that time, maybe trying to get back on the old show at that point. So it was kind of like
weighing your options.
Yeah. Which one am I going to put more effort into?
You definitely have the hair of a real estate agent. I'll tell you that much.
The swag. Sure. Right.
Thank you very much. I would look great on a billboard.
I can see it. Right next to I'm not going to, I don't know if we can name drop realtors, but whatever.
I can name drop a realtor. Would you like me to name drop one? How about Dylan Cerruti?
Did I just unintentionally segue?
The Cerruti team at HomeSmart. That's right. That's right.
Cerruti will get you some booty in a new beauty.
Oh, wow. Okay, Cerruti. Now, I was on Instagram earlier, and I saw him going live on Instagram earlier. And Dylan actually wants to come hang out here at the show one of these days. And I feel like because he has been a sponsor and a partner, and actually his Instagrams make me laugh every once in a while. And if you want to follow Dylan, you can do that at Dylan Cerruti, Dylan with a Y, at Dylan Cerruti, slide in his DMs. If you're looking for a new place, Dylan to get you hooked up. But I thought it would be fun to have Dylan come in, and I saw him doing like video editing and stuff. I was like, I should put this guy to work. He could edit videos for me or something, and maybe do that. So Larry doesn't have to do it. But in the meantime, I think he was editing a video of like a house that he sold or something, or he was getting ready to show or something. So he's got stuff out there. And if you're looking for a place, give him a call, 440-364-3250, 440-364-3250. He's always got his phone on him. Always. He's one of those guys. You see those guys that walk around. I don't know if he's a Bluetooth guy. I don't know if he's walking around doing this all the time, in the store.
He's got the earpiece.
Yeah, he's shopping and he's talking, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry. What? And they're like, no, I'm on the phone. And you're like, oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to buy cereal. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? But no, I don't know if he's doing that. But if he is, he might be doing it for you, finding you the house you've always been looking for. They specialize in lake homes. So make sure you go ahead and try to get into one of the lake homes, the lake home of your dreams. The Cerruti team at HomeSmart, they can get you in there. So give them a call, 440-364-3250. And again, they're a family business like us here on Another Dumb Show. We're like a little family we've got here. You know what I'm saying? And they take things personally when it comes to finding a home for you and your family. So why go to somebody who doesn't give a crap about you when Dylan Cerruti is out there? And if you're looking for a beauty, call Cerruti because he's got a great booty. How about that, Allie? Did you like that? I added that on the end of it.
He has a great booty.
I did get an email, and we're going to wrap things up a couple minutes early today because it's got to wrap things up a little bit early. But I got an email from, hold on, don't cut to it yet, Dan. It's from David. And I thought it would be fun to show. He has apparently, he calls it his motivation wall. I think he said, oh, sorry, that's okay. It was my bad. He said, welcome to my motivational wallpaper rotation. Love the show. Keep up the good work. And then it says, sent from David, Samsung Galaxy. So he has a wall of motivating photos up, and it looks like this is his wallpaper. Yeah, you can cut to me here. And this is, it looks like Johnny Cash there. Flicking people off, classic Johnny Cash.
Big F you.
Yep, big F you. And then we got I don't know who that is, but we got another double middle finger.
Double time.
Then we got another chick, finger up. couple chicks. Oh no, that's not a chick. That's Walking Dead.
Yep.
Double
A chick
middle finger.
and not a chick.
A chick and Daryl, right?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I don't know their names. I think that's Daryl. He looks like a Daryl. And then, oh man, look at this handsome guy.
That's a good one.
I've made his motivational.
I loved that.
wall.
I know exactly what you were saying when you did that too. You were saying, "I'm not a baller, asshole."
I love. I got to flick somebody off to say that I'm not a baller. Okay, so there's me doing it. He has Mickey Mouse doing double middle fingers. He has an old lady. I mean, no, I'm sorry. My old friend doing that middle finger there.
That's
and
a good one.
That is a classic right there. I know that one. And then another double middle finger there. So we've made his rotation wall. I am appreciative of that. It makes me happy. I really do, guys. When I see you guys sharing these things with me, and all your different like setups and the way you have it, I love seeing it. And B1 was showing me. I guess somebody's just sending her stuff too of what their setup looks like for whatever reason. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to like. Some people, I had a guy say that, and I joked around about having another device. He actually said he got another device because he wanted to be able to watch, be able to interact with the show, so he could be part of the League of Dummies, and then actually put up his watch it on the big screen. So it's very easy to do that. If you have a smart TV or you have a Roku device or any of that kind of thing, just download the YouTube app, and then you can watch the show on your big screen. You don't have to watch it on your little tablet or on your little phone. I mean, why look at me on this when you could look at me on this? At home. Wouldn't you rather do that? So big thanks to Tori in there, super fan donation from her. I really appreciate it. So I talked about how we've been going back and forth with YouTube about being too controversial or not because we talk about stuff and then we post the video and then they say you're not able to monetize this ad suitability or too controversial for the advertisers. So just about every time now I've been able to request a review and they'll end up fixing it, right? Except the ones that Campy's on.
What's that?
I don't know what you're doing, man. Well, I don't know. Something about you in particular YouTube doesn't like. When we have you on, I'll request those reviews for the ones that are deemed unsuitable for ads.
Really?
And for whatever reason, when you're on, they say, nope, this guy is, he's ruining your show. So, no, I'm kidding. I have no idea why they're doing it. It's very, very, very weird. So that's why I mentioned that, because I want to thank everybody who submits the super fan donations. There was a real, like a big one in there from Jake from State Farm again from
Aussie was yesterday. Sorry,
Aussie had a huge one yesterday, but I believe Jake from State Farm put like a $20 one in there, dude. So I really appreciate it. And again, I hate to sound like like, hey, give me money, but no, this really is how we make money, guys. So I do really appreciate it when you guys throw in those donations, because that's what will help us move forward, more stuff, better cameras, more stuff we can do outside. I really have I have a bunch of stuff that I want us to start doing outside of the show. And so I've been asking everybody, hit the bell, make sure you know it, because I've been working on these different ideas and I think they should be a lot of fun. Some of them might be painful, but some of them might just be plain old fun. I decided not everything I do has to hurt. Somebody sent me an email, was giving me a hard time saying, you don't have to do a lot of stunts and stuff like the old show. I said, well, some of those were my idea. I like doing those things. Even though I was doing it to myself, I like coming up with that stuff. It's fun for me. So I'd love to torture Dan and Allie and Larry and Lou and Campy, like the way I was tortured for years. No, I'm kidding.
I'll come by for a torture session.
No, I'd like to do some more stuff to just have a little bit more fun around here, as far as just kind of goofy fun stuff. So we're going to be doing that here moving forward in the future. And again, I apologize. We did start late today, and we are going to wrap a couple minutes early today. I apologize for doing that to you guys, but I got to get out of here. I got to get Bean Arena. I got to scoop her up, and I got to run out of here. And I apologize that I have to do that. I might talk about why here in the next couple of days, but as of right now, I can't really get into it. And I hate being that guy and saying, oh, can't talk about it, but I just can't. I will get into it, though, hopefully very, very soon. So that's going to wrap things up for us here on another Dumb Show. If you have not taken a moment to subscribe to the show, please make sure you do that. If you've not hit the thumbs up for today's video, please make sure you do that. If you're listening on the podcast, in between, wiping your ass, pull your phone out and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't make any ducats on the podcast. You guys are all listening to that courtesy of me right now. So in the meantime, at least go over to YouTube for us, and you can even do super thanks donations on the old videos. So if you want to go back and watch old videos and do that, you can really do it. So Blue Wolverine said, this is to go towards new recaps. Yes, I understand you guys are tired of watching the old recaps. We will get some new ones in there very soon. Larry hasn't been here, and we can't cut video without Larry in it. We got to play videos with Larry. That's what keeps people coming back. You know what I'm saying? So if he isn't in town, I can't cut up recap videos without him. Nothing against you, Dan. You're doing great.
No worries there.
Larry's a draw, though. All right. That's going to wrap things up. Again, you can always follow the show. If you go on Twitter, I do read your tweets. Go to @AnotherDumbShow, and I'll read your tweets. Dan pulls them up and gets them up live there for you guys. Mallory, thank you for the superfan donation in there. You can always email the show. Email me directly at anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. I read your emails on the air. You just saw me showing off some of the pictures people send to me. And of course, you can always give us a call on the phone when we're live, 844-HIT-DUMB. That's 844-448-3862. 844-448-3862. Save that into your phone right now. Go follow everybody on the Instagram and all that good stuff. Slide in Allie's DMs. Say something nice to her if you like her, because she's been getting crapped on by people and I don't like it. So cut it out. Be nice to Allie. Actually, say whatever you want to her. I take that back.
As long as it's in the comments on the YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. No, I appreciate everybody watching, and we will be back live tomorrow. Oh, did I just close the wrong one? I just did. I just closed the wrong one. Oh, well. We can't end because the thing I had to play to go to send us out. Yeah. I closed it. So we'll have to wait just 2 seconds while that loads up. Takes a minute or two.
real quick.
Gives us another chance for Sandy Cheeks and the super fan donation. She says, "Dumb, we need a League of Dumb t-shirts." League of Dummies t-shirts. That's not a bad idea. I think we talked about Yeasty Teeth possibly being the next t-shirt, but I do like the idea of the
Yeasty Teeth.
You're not familiar with Yeasty Teeth?
Yeasty Teeth. No.
Yeah.
Is that another one of your sponsors on the show? Or what?
No. No, that is Larry. One day we were during happy hour. We asked him, he wasn't drinking. And we're like, why aren't you drinking? And he goes, Yeasty Teeth. And we're like, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah. And he goes, when you drink too much beer and then you don't brush your teeth before you go to bed, you get a little tooth hurt and you get yeasty teeth.
Okay.
So that's Larry has to make sure he brushes his teeth after he drinks beer, because otherwise he ends up with yeasty teeth.
Yeasty teeth. I love that.
It's gone.
Well, you never had yeasty teeth before?
I've had yeasty teeth.
Like you never had some.
Yeah, right.
I think I might actually have some yeasty teeth right now.
Oh, gross. Oh, good. Dan, kiss him and verify
some scotchy teeth.
Hey, is that the next challenge? I'll make out with Dan on the show.
No, that's too easy.
Ideas.
That's too easy. Allie's like, I'm down. Let's do it.
I was all for it. Dan got nervous.
Zach's superfan donation in there. Thank you very much. Said, we heart Allie. We do too. I love Allie too. So, all right, you guys, that's going to wrap things up for us today. If you, again, I just gave all that stuff up. We're out of here. See ya.